So are you a golfer who is really solid with their irons? Absolutely struggles with driver, just can't get that distance out there, can't hit fairways, and if you can't get off the tee, it kind of doesn't matter how good you are with your irons. Well, in today's Friday fix, I'm going to show you how your driver head cover is going to get you hitting driver straighter than ever and potentially hitting the ball over 50 yards further with driver. So if you're new down to my channel, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Hopefully in today's Friday fix, as we're running through the video, little light bulb moment for you. You think that's absolutely going to transform my game. And if it does, and you're enjoying the video and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love you to take a second just to click the button below, ring the notification bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. But for now, let's get on with hitting this 50 yards further and straighter, and how this can help you do it. So I think nowadays a lot of golfers are well educated as to what should happen, maybe differently with irons and driver, and they're aware that they should hit down on the ball with irons and maybe hit up with driver. And they have these thoughts going on, but they can't really get the feel going. And I'm going to hit a couple of shots now, one with iron, one with driver. I'd just be interested, is this very reflective on your golf game? So are you one of those golfers who gets up with their iron, really feels comfortable and hits shots like this? But it's incredibly difficult when you can't get off the tee and you're unfortunately one of those golfers who does this with driver. So if those two shots are absolutely how you play golf, today's Friday fix is going to be how to hit your driver longer and straighter than ever before. Okay, so we can see with the 7-iron shot there, the low point of the golf swing was 2.2 inches ahead of the golf ball, which made the club travel down, so hitting down on the golf ball like we've all heard. The club moved down 2.4 degrees. That 7-iron carried just under 150 yards, and you can see lots and lots of control, so good distance and good accuracy. Now, unfortunately, we can see that shot with driver there, kind of low, slicing out to the right, carrying 191 yards and rolling out 215. So not necessarily the longest, but equally there, my low point was 8.6 inches ahead of the ball, and the club was traveling down 7.2 degrees. And if you're not aware, and I'm sure a lot of you will have heard this, the ideal delivery with the golf club is to get the club moving up through impact. So this is where, in today's Friday fix, your driver head cover is going to potentially become the best bit of kit you've got to help you hit your driver longer and straighter than ever before. So we could see that drive there, 191 carry, 215 total, which I'm sure for some of you guys watching, you'll say, actually, I'm quite happy with that distance. But it kind of wasn't the distance I would expect to hit driver. And the worst thing was it's way offline as well. So what we saw there was that when the strength to the iron game was that when I swing the club moves in the circle. And I've mentioned this before, at some point the club's moving up, some point it's moving down, find the low point and then back up. And the perfect delivery for irons is that that low point is ahead of the golf ball, gets the club travelling down, de-lofts the club and really gives us a powerful strike. But unfortunately, driver doesn't have a lot of loft on the club head. And in an ideal world, what we would like to see is that our low point will be behind the golf ball and the club travelling up. But it is difficult, and I think for me, what I see is a lot of golfers that are very good with their irons, or quite strong with their irons, generally aren't good drivers of the ball and would probably say that this club is their nemesis. So what we're going to practice with the head cover is that you're going to put the head cover down, and we're going to imagine that the golf ball would be, say, I don't know, maybe a foot behind that head cover. And I want you to really, at address, get that ball maybe opposite that heel, feel that you get a little bit of spine tilt away, but as we swing through, I want to miss the driver cover. Now, if you make your normal swing, we're going to clean the head cover out, and your head cover won't last very long either, so you'll be needing something new to protect the driver. But we can pop that head cover on the floor, and like I said, maybe get the club where the ball would be a foot behind, get that little bit of spine tilt away, and then, like I said, swing and miss the head cover. Now you can see there, just got a little bit of it, which will be your tendency, and don't worry if for the first few swings you catch that head cover, absolutely no problem. So we're going to get there, spine tilt away. Good. And the more practice swings you do, you will find it easier to do. Now, I'm also, in my videos, I generally use the little coloured castle tees. Now, I hit the pink tee first, and I think the worry for a lot of guys is when they go high tee and swing the club normally, they'll get it off the top of the club, sky the club, makes a horrible mark, really poor shot, doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to ask you to tee the ball high, but the idea being that if you can get the tee high, get that a little bit further forward, get that tee high, if obviously the club comes in this way and takes the head cover, this is going off the top of the club, and I could potentially hit the roof in the studio. So in an ideal world, we won't see that, but if I can get that spine tilt away and feel that I miss that head cover, straight away, I should feel that I'm going to use more the center of the club face, miss that head cover, and get the low point behind the ball and get the club head traveling up. So if we try first one with the head cover there, ball forward, a little bit of spine tilt away, let's make a swing and just initially try and miss that head cover. Now definitely a little bit low off the club face. We can see there though, my low point, 7.4 inches behind. The club's travelled up 5.2, and even though the carry was down because of the strike at 171, we're 226 yards in the middle of the fairway. So that's not a bad start. If you've hit that low slicey one, you probably wouldn't say no to the low dead straight one. So what we want to do again, and the head cover being there will really make you exaggerate what you do, and actually might get you doing it a bit too much to begin with. I don't mind the clubs travelling up. So again, let's go one more with the head cover. Again, I've got myself set, I'm ready to go. That one more out of the middle of the golf club. We can see laser straight again. My low point this time, 5.5 inches behind the ball. The club's travelled up 3.8 degrees, and all of a sudden we're 240 yards carry and 261 total. So that's lovely, and it's great, but obviously when you're playing, you can't have that head cover there. So we get rid of that. And then what we are looking for is, can I then replicate that feeling and that movement without the head cover there? So again, we're going to set up that ball slightly forward, get that little spine tilt away, and then make the swing. And there we go. It doesn't get much better than that. 4.8 inches behind, 2.8 degrees up, 250 yards carry, and 273.4 yards total. So guys, hopefully from the video there, you can see how using your driver head cover ahead of the golf ball can help improve your angle of attack with driver, get you hitting the ball straighter, get you hitting the ball further, and that little adjustment of just that little bit of kind of spine tilt away, deliver the club better, and it's so much easier to control where the ball goes, and like I said, pick up that distance. You might not see 50 yards, but you will definitely see a pickup in yardage. And if you're somebody who's already strong with their irons, if you can get going with this off the tee, it makes the game so much more enjoyable. And if you can hit the ball further and in play, you can suddenly hit clubs into greens that you've only dreamt of doing before. Just before I sign off, however, today's Friday fix, I think, can be a massive help to a lot of golfers out there. But I really want to make sure that the Friday fix series is massively beneficial to you individuals watching. Therefore, comment below and let me know what you would like me to cover in a Friday fix that might only help your game, but might actually help lots of other golfers out there along with you. If you enjoyed today's video and don't currently subscribe, I'd love you to hit the button below. Ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.